Imagine what lies ahead in your love life. After being stuck for so long, suddenly someone special appears who wants to be part of your world. But wait, what if I tell you that not everyone will be happy with this new stage in your life? It's a reality. Sometimes, your own happiness can make certain people uncomfortable, people you thought were close. But don't worry, this is part of a larger plan, one that seeks your genuine happiness. Now, how would you feel if you knew that your joy could cause envy and frustration in others, even among your loved ones? Is it your responsibility to worry about others' egos, or should you focus on your own happiness? On this journey, you will discover who is truly by your side. Are you prepared to distinguish between your real friends and those who are just passing through? When everything aligns, it's time to understand that others' battles should not be carried by you. I'm Eduardo, and I invite you to join me on this journey toward true happiness, where you will find real support. Have you considered that today might be the day the universe sends you a message through subtle signs? Yes, something powerful is happening in your life right now. At this very moment, as if all the pieces are finally falling into place. Amidst this transformation, someone somewhere is watching you and thinking. That someone is willing to face any challenge by your side and make every moment worthwhile. But why? It seems that not everyone celebrates this connection. Have you noticed how some people feel uncomfortable with others' happiness? It seems that someone else's romantic success can deeply affect others, to the point of hurting their own ego. Curious, isn't it? But the important thing here is how you feel knowing that someone has chosen to be with you. Do you remember those days when you thought your love life was stagnant? Well, those days are about to be left behind. Imagine that you are experiencing a moment when everything comes to life, as if the universe is finally listening to you. Feeling chosen, having someone who wants to be with you, is truly amazing. But what about the people around you? Not everyone will share your joy, and that's something you must accept from the beginning. It could be a friend, a family member, or even a coworker who, for their own reasons, is not as happy with your new stage of happiness. But here's the reality, you don't have to carry the happiness of others. So, what to do? First, take a deep breath. Second, remember that this journey is yours and that of the person you have chosen to have by your side. The concerns of others should not be your burden. Hold on to your happiness firmly because at the end of the day, you deserve it fully. Have you noticed that when we ourselves are at the peak of success and joy, not everyone around us is ready to celebrate with us? This is especially true when those people are going through difficult times. It can be hard for them to see you so happy, especially if they are struggling with their own problems. But remember, your journey is yours, and your happiness is too. However, how to handle this without losing empathy for those going through a rough patch? You can start with small gestures of understanding and love by sharing your light. Maybe you can help illuminate someone else's path. But remember, the responsibility to be happy lies with each individual. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, especially when it comes to your own happiness. So, how to move forward knowing that your happiness can make someone you care about uncomfortable? Keep the door of compassion and understanding open. Communicate your feelings in a loving and compassionate way. And remember, your joy should not be a cause of sadness for anyone. You're there, listening, but also celebrating your achievements without regrets. Your light has the power to illuminate the path for others, showing that happiness is achievable even in difficult times. Recognizing that everyone is responsible for their own happiness liberates you to live fully. Your joy, while giving space for others to find their way in their own time, remember to celebrate your victories. Your happiness is a right that belongs to you, just as it is the duty of each individual to seek their own light, even when the path seems dark for some. Everyone deserves to find their shine. Have you ever wondered why, when the pieces of your life finally fall into place, there are mixed feelings around you? It seems that not everyone can share your joy, and that can be frustrating. But who hasn't felt a touch of envy when seeing someone get what they most desire? Imagine you're living one of the best moments of your life, and suddenly you realize that not everyone is in the same tune. It could be that cousin who has always envied you silently, or that coworker who smiles but can't hide their envy. So, what to do? Allow that to ruin your happiness? The truth is, one person's happiness can cause frustration in another, but it's not your responsibility to carry that burden. Everyone has their own time, struggles, and challenges. Happiness is not a competition. You've always been there to support others, and now that it's your turn to shine, you realize that some people can't be happy for you. It may seem unfair, especially coming from people you love, but someone's inability to be happy for your success speaks more about them than about you. Have you noticed how some people always find reasons not to rejoice in others' happiness? This reflects their own internal battles. So, what to do? Keep your light shining. It seems that not everyone can share your joy, but your happiness should not be affected by the negativity of others. Offer understanding, but don't allow them to dim your shine. Remember that true friendships and healthy relationships are those that can survive both in adversity and prosperity. It's interesting to note how, when we are at the peak of success and happiness, some people close to us, even those with whom we share a past, seem to fall into a sea of frustration and discontent. Why is it that moving forward and finding happiness can trigger so much controversy? When someone special comes into your life and chooses to be with you, it's normal to feel on cloud nine, right? But what do you do when you realize that this new connection causes discomfort in people from your past? How do you respond to that? We are all immersed in our own battles, after all. They feel that they have lost not only your company, but also the place they used to occupy in your life, that little corner dedicated exclusively to them. The reality is that we are all immersed in our own battles, challenges, and doubts. Often, the feelings of frustration or sadness expressed by others when they see our happiness reflect their own dissatisfaction and insecurities. And here's the truth, you don't have to carry the weight of others' battles. So, what to do in this situation? First, take a deep breath and embrace the good news that life presents to you. Your happiness should not be overshadowed by others' inability to share your joy. Hold on to your happiness because you undoubtedly deserve it. It can be difficult to accept that those we thought would always be by our side actually hoped we would remain stuck, always available to meet their needs and desires. This revelation can be bittersweet but also liberating. Accept that moving forward, finding happiness and love and recognizing that it is not your duty to manage the emotions and reactions of others is a crucial step towards inner peace and true happiness. Being present, living in the moment, and allowing yourself to be happy regardless of the expectations of others is key. As you chart your path to happiness and love, remember that others' reactions reflect their own journey, not yours. The only battle you must fight is that of being genuinely happy, and in the end, that is the sweetest and most rewarding victory of all. Sometimes, unfortunately, some people around you react when you start to achieve your goals and live your dreams. Suddenly, you feel a change in the energy. Imagine those with whom you haven't spoken in years realizing that you are advancing and growing. Without them, how do you think they would react? Surprised, uncomfortable, maybe even upset. It's curious how even from a distance, some people can be affected by our successes and achievements. Perhaps because we all seek validation and success, and seeing someone achieve it makes us reflect on our own lives. When you start to stand out and move forward, you inevitably provoke different reactions in people. Some may be sincerely happy for you, while others may not be. Surely you have wondered how suddenly you find yourself always present and available, now following your own path, pursuing your dreams, and most importantly, being happy without needing anyone else's approval. This new reality can make some people uncomfortable, right? But you know that speaks more about them than about you. The important thing here is how you handle those reactions. You stand firm, seeking balanced energy in your relationships. This means sharing your light and joy, but also understanding that everyone is responsible for their own happiness. So, how to deal with those external emotions without losing your essence? First, remember that your journey is yours and yours alone. Your achievements are the result of your effort and dedication. If someone is upset by your success, maybe they need to reflect on their own choices. At the end of the day, will you let others' opinions dictate your life, or will you live fully, celebrating every victory, every step towards your dreams, regardless of what others say? The answer to these questions not only defines your journey, but also the people you choose to have by your side. Have you ever stopped to think about how complex and revealing human relationships can be? Who is with you in times of celebration, and who stays when things get tough? Life is an emotional roller coaster that tests our relationships. That's where we discover who is truly by our side and who is just passing by. Imagine that your life is a ship in calm waters. Everything is going well, right? But when the storm comes, who is still with you, rowing against the wind and tide? It's easy to find company in moments of happiness, but true friends reveal themselves on dark days when you need them most. They are the ones who don't shy away when you're sad, but offer you a light to illuminate your path. Have you ever wondered why some people distance themselves when everything is going well for you? Perhaps your success makes them reflect on their own lives in an uncomfortable way. Or maybe they can't share your joy, trapped in their own worries and frustrations. It's curious how these same people can be by your side in moments of sadness. It's a kind of consolation for them to see someone else suffering like them, or they are seeking to feel necessary, useful, offering their shoulder to cry on. True wisdom lies in recognizing these patterns in relationships and understanding that you deserve to surround yourself with people who are with you in good times and bad. Those who celebrate your successes as if they were their own and support you when you need it most. Being aware of this will help you build a solid support circle where reciprocity is more than an expectation, it's a reality. At the end of the day, life is full of moments, and knowing who you can trust in each of them is a true treasure. Look around you, identify who is willing to row with you, and who is only present when everything is calm. This awareness is the first step towards authentic and lasting relationships. By strengthening yourself internally, recognizing who is truly there for you, you elevate your self-esteem and distance yourself from negative energies. It's not selfishness, it's self-care. You begin to value relationships based on reciprocity, stability, and true happiness. This journey of self-discovery leads you to a place of peace and security where you clearly know who deserves to stay in your life and who does not. Quality emerges from understanding that authentic relationships strengthen us, inspire us, and support us at all times. If this text has resonated with you, press 10. Remember that you have the power to choose who is part of your life. Deciding between the wheat and the chaff is not just a choice, it's a commitment to yourself to surround yourself with people who truly make a difference. If you like this content, subscribe to the channel and like the video.